Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is another quick fix. I know I've been having a bunch of little project tutorials, but I needed time because I took a vacation, I took a little bit of a break, and I've been working really hard to get some stuff done for the channel, and I don't want to say anymore. Okay, so this is should be the last little quick fix video. But are these not the cutest bookmarks? I love these. I love the colors. I think they are so pretty. Yeah, they're perfect. It's a little book I bought at a a secondhand store. They fit perfect in there. Look, it's not too thick, not uncomfortable. The tassel is perfect. Very, very happy with the way these turned out. All right, let's talk about what you're going to need. I used a, where's it at? I just had my hook. Well, dang it. I accidentally set my notepad on top of it. All right, I used a 2mm hook, little bitty needle to weave in your ends, scissors, and the thread I used Herrschners Best size 10 cotton crochet thread. Highly, highly, highly recommend this thread for these bookmarks. They're perfect, super soft. I mean, you can see that is not flimsy, or I mean not stiff at all. It's I'm very, very happy with it. Perfect for the tassels. Super happy with this. Now, I didn't buy this thread specifically for the bookmarks. I bought it for something else, and I honestly cannot remember what I bought it for, and my heater kicked on, if you guys can hear that. I cannot remember what I bought this for, and it came in the mail, and I was disappointed because that is not what I needed. I was looking for something else, but then when I was making these wanting to make these bookmarks, looking for crochet thread, I thought, I wonder how this would work, and I'm super happy it worked great. But now it doesn't have color on it. It actually just has the number, like color number, and then Churchy, what? And then it just has that color number. So I can't really tell you what colors I used, but I can show them to you, show you the scheme, or I mean the little cakes. So I used that one, and then this purple one. So all three, I think this was a kit of some sort, maybe, because they all match that variegated one. I don't know. Anyway, so a size 10 crochet thread. Highly recommend Herrschners Best. And then the only other thing I used was a Red Heart Super Saver skein band, ball band, whatever you want to call it, for the tassel. And it works out perfectly. Just fold up a ball band and use that. And that is it. So, oh, and you need a stitch marker. I'm sorry. You need a stitch marker that works good for thread. Okay? All right. That is it. Get your supplies together and let's get started. Okay, to get started, we are going to get a slip knot on our hook and make sure you have enough tail to weave in your ends. And we're going to chain 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now we're going to stop. I want you guys to mark with a stitch marker the third chain from your hook. So we have 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to mark that, and I'm going to catch 2 strands, so the side and the back. So there's only 1 strand to the top. And the reason we're doing that is so we have a nice pretty edge when we work our border. Okay, so now what we're going to do is double crochet into the 4th chain from our hook? Well, we already know we have the third one marked, so the one right below that, we're going to work a double crochet. All right, now we're going to double crochet into each chain down the hook, or down the double crochet into each chain. Ugh. Okay, so I am going to do this off camera because working with thread on camera is a bit of a pain in the butt, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna finish this off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, so I work that across. I have one more chain to go into right there. Not only did I pause that, but because it was easier to do off camera with thread, but I also on camera realized that my fingers were really dry. So I put some lotion on. Anyway, all right, so that was row 1. Double crochet into each chain across, into 4th chain from hook, then each chain. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the chain 3 is 10. Okay? All right, so now to move on to row 2, we are going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to double crochet into each double, straight across, and then into the top of that chain 3. I love this crochet thread. It is so soft, and I bought this on accident, I believe. I don't even remember what I was buying it for. I don't know. But it came in, and what I needed it for, it was not going to work, so I ended up putting it in my thread tote, and then I pulled it out for these bookmarks, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. All right, so I have one more double to double into. Get in there. Right there. And then the top of that chain 3. So if you look, I don't have, oh, here we go. If you look, where the stitch marker is marking that 3rd chain. So we have 1, 2 back humps. See the back loops right there? Right in here is where I'm going to work that last double crochet. But I want to catch that back hump. I don't want a big gap right there. So I'm going to go right in there. Nope, that's not where I wanted. I want to catch the top loop and the back hump. Right in there. Yes, I got it. Okay, so I still should have 10, well, actually I should have 10 double crochets now. The first one, which is a little wonky from only having a chain 1, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, so for row 3 to row 30, we're going to repeat row 2. Chain 1, turn our work, and double into each double. First one is a little tough, and then double into each double. It's so hard to work with thread on camera. I'm used to having it right in my face and being able to see what I'm doing. If I can just get this done real quick off camera. Okay, double crochet right across into your last double, rotate it a little bit and you can see the top of it, and work that double crochet. All right, and that's row 3. So row 4, 5, all the way to 30, you're just going to chain 1, turn, double crochet into each. Chain 1, turn, double crochet into each. Don't take out that stitch marker. We still need that. So all you're going to do is chain 1 and turn, double crochet across, chain 1, turn until you have 30 complete rows. And my heater just kicked on, but I will get my 30 rows done. I have 3 so far, so I need 27 more. So I will be right back once I get mine done. Okay, so I just finished my 30th row. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. All right, so now we are going to chain 1 and pull up a loop and cut. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start the border. I'll worry about all my tails in a minute, or once I get my bookmark done. But now I'm going to get my variegated, and we are going to start the little border. So I'm going to get a slip knot on my hook. Make sure you leave enough tails so, excuse me, so we can weave it in. I finished eating a salad. Okay. All right, now into that very last double crochet we just worked. And make sure that's right. Yeah. Right into the top of that, we are going to work a slip stitch. To get my tails out of the way. Chain 1, and then I'm going to rotate and right back into the same place, right into the top of the double crochet. I'm going to work a single, but I want the single to be more towards the side of the bookmark. Okay, so just like that. So now we're going to chain 4, 3, 4, and then we are going to skip the next row, single crochet around the side of the double crochet of the next row. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4. Skip the next, double crochet, or dang it, single crochet around the next double crochet. Just like that. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4. Skip this row, single crochet around that next double crochet. And we're going to repeat that down the side of our bookmark. So if you notice, 1, 2, 3, 4, if you notice what we're single crocheting around is the actual last double crochet of that row. So this is the first double crochet of the row, and you can tell that because it's kind of bunched up a little bit, but where you can see that the post of that last double crochet perfectly, that's where we're going to work our single around. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, nope, I missed that, 3 and 4, skip, look for that nice pretty post right there, and that's where we're going to single. 1, 2, 3, 4, look for that pretty post and single crochet around it. All right, and that's where you're going to repeat down this side. Now if we do this right, we should come up with 15 chain 4s down the first side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get mine done off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm coming to the end of my side right here, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm going to chain 4, 2, 3, 4. skip this one, and I'm going to go in around that double with my single, and then I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to single crochet into that chain that we have marked. I'm going to go right into there and work a single. So now we should have 15, go ahead and take that out, 15 chain 4s down our side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good deal. Okay, now we are going to go, I have a hair on me, we're going to go across the bottom. Get my hook back on there. So I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now what I'm going to do is skip to, so what we're looking at right here are the bottom of the double crochets from row 1, right? And then the remaining chains right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count the bottom of these doubles. I want to skip 2, single crochet into the next. So I'm going to put my hook right where that next double crochet comes to the chain and push, and my hook will pop right through that chain and work a single. Chain 4. Alright, so there's the one I'm into, so I'm going to skip 2 more and go right into the bottom of that next one and just push my hook, and there we go. Single crochet. Alright, now I'm going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to single crochet into the chain where my beginning tail is. So that very last one right there, right where that slip stitch is, single crochet right into there. Just like that. So now we should have 3 across the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and tighten that down. Get that tail out of the way. All right, now we're going to do the same thing up this side with our chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we are into this one, so I'm going to skip the next one, single crochet around that double crochet, that pretty little post right there, single crochet around that. Chain 4, skip the next row right here, and then find that pretty post, and I'm going to single crochet around that. Alright, so now you're just going to repeat that up this side, and I will meet you when we get to this end, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm coming up this side, and I have 13 chain 4s, so I need 15. So I'm going to chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip this row. Right there's that nice pretty post. I'm going to single crochet around that. Oop. And then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then right into the top of that double crochet right there, I'm going to work my single crochet. So now I should have 15 chain 4s. So this chain 4 goes to the bottom, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so now I am going to work our 3 chain 4 across the top. So chain 4, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to skip 2 doubles. See, we're into that very first one, so I'm going to skip that one, skip the 2 double into that next one. I'm going to work a single, chain 4. Oop, get out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 2, single into that next, chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. skip 2, and that brings us back to our very first one. So I am going to slip stitch into that very first double, the same one that the other stitches are into, and then I'm going to slip stitch into that next single, and then slip stitch into that first chain 4. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change that. I am just going to go straight to that first single, and then slip stitch into that first chain space. I think I like that better. What I'm trying to do now is pull that tail tight. All right. Okay, so the last round of our border, we are going to chain 1, and into the chain 4 space that we're in, we're going to work 3 double, chain 2, 3 double. Okay, so go right back in there with 1, 2, oh, dang it. All right, 3 double, chain 2, and then go back in there for 3 double. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to chain 1, and into the next chain 4, work a single. Chain 1, into the next chain 4, we're going to work 3 double, chain 2, 3 double. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 3 double. All right, chain 1, jump to that next chain 4 space, work a single, chain 1, jump to that next chain 4 space, and work the 3 double, chain 2, 3 double. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and 3. And that's what we're going to repeat down this side. Chain 1, single into the next chain 4 space, chain 1, 3 double, 3 double, chain 2, 3 double, chain 1, get to that next chain 4 space and single crochet into that, chain 1, 3 double, chain 2, 3 double, chain 1, go to the next chain 4 space, 1 single crochet, chain 1, get to the next chain 4 space, 3 double, chain 2, 3 double. Okay, so work that down this side, and then once we get to this edge right, the corner right here, I will meet you there. Okay, we're just about done. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have worked my single, chain 1, 3 double, chain 2, 3 double, stop shaking, chain 1, single, chain 1, 3 double, chain 2, 3 double, chain 1, single, chain 1, 3 double, chain 2, 3 double, chain 1, single into the next chain, chain 1, and then right to the corner. So here is the last chain space down this side. You should have the 3 double. It should come out to where you have the 3 double, chain 2, 3 double. Chain 2, 3 double. Chain 1, single into the next, chain 1, 3 double, chain 2, 3 double. Dang it. 3 double, chain 2, 3 double, grr. Just gonna work this off camera real quick. Chain 1. Okay, and then single into the last chain on the bottom, chain 1. So now your bottom should have one of I'm gonna call it a little shell. So then into the last chain 4 space on the bottom, work your single, chain 1, rotate, and then into the first chain up the next side without getting the tail. Work your 3 double, chain 2, 3 double, chain 1, go to your next chain 4 space, work a single, chain 1, 3 double, chain 2, 3 double into the next. Thread is really, really hard to work on camera with. Okay. All right, so that is what the bottom of your bookmark should look like. Just like that. And then you're just going to repeat everything up this side. So I will meet you when we get to the last chain 4 on this side of the bookmark, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so I have worked that up this side, and into my last chain space I had the 3 double, chain 2, 3 double. So now we are going to chain 1, single into the first chain on the bottom or top, doesn't matter, chain 1, and then into that middle chain we're going to work the 3 double, chain 2, 3 double, chain 1, single into that last chain space, chain 1, and slip stitch to our first double crochet right there. Chain 1, pull up a loop, and cut. And now we can weave in all of our ends. So I'm going to get that done off camera, and then when I come back we are going to do the tassel and we're done. All right, so let me get these ends weaved in and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I have all the ends weaved in for my bookmark. It's so cute. So you could be done now, but I would like to add a little tassel. So what we're gonna do, I've been sitting here staring at this and I've been trying to figure out, do I want the variegated color for my tassel or the solid? And I think I am just gonna go with the variegated. I think if I don't like it, I could just always make another one. Anyway, so what I have here is a Red Heart Super Saver ball band, skein band, and I have it folded in half and then folded in half again. So what it measures, about 3.25 inches, no, 3.25 inches from the top to the bottom. And I mean, obviously there's nothing to the thickness, but get something that wide. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our thread and I'm going to lay it on. I want to use the folded edges of the ball band, not these regular edges, because what'll happen is it'll fold in and I don't want to do that. I want these folded edges so it's nice and firm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to hold it at the top right there, about like that, just so it has some edge hanging down so I can hold on to it. And I am going to wrap around and around and around, and I'm crossing over that tail so I don't have to continually hold it, but I am going to keep in mind that that's where the tail is. I did not cross it. There. All right, so now I'm going to wrap a bunch of times. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Okay, so get out of there. So there is 60. I'm going to bring it up right to where the end of the same end that I started on. So just like that, okay? And I'm going to snip that. Now I'm going to take a piece of my thread. Oh, cut a good, how long is that? In my mind, I want to say 1.5 feet. 16 inches. It doesn't have to be exactly that, just estimate. All right, so both of my ends are on this side, so I'm going to take my piece right here and I'm going to bring it up to the end of the tassel that does not have my thread ends on, okay? So I'm going to bring it up to here, up that side, and I'm going to tie it in a double knot. Couple times. I want that to stay nice and tight. See how it pinched off? Hold that. Trying to keep it nice and tight, but I cannot. Good enough. I wish I could tie a knot better like that. All right, so that's knotted off. So now I'm just going to pull it off of my ball band. So now I'm going to take another strand, probably about 1 foot long. It doesn't need to be 16 inches long, but what we're going to do is we're going to lay it out like that and then lay our tassel on top of that, and then we're going to tie it in a knot to make like the head part of the tassel. So if I look at this, I kind of think that's a little too big, so I'm going to bring it up a little to about right there and pull it tight. And then I'm going to flip the tassel, tie it in a knot on this side, pull it tight, and flip, and do it again on this side. And then I'm going to do it one more time. Flip, tie it tight into a knot, and then let those strands come down. I am not happy with that. Dang it. I wonder if I can take another strand and fix this. What I don't like is the space right here. I don't like how much space is at the top. So what if I run a needle through the top and retie that? Try to make it prettier. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and cut it off. Ooh. All right, let's try this again. What I'm doing right now is holding it between my knees and then tying the knot real tight. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a lot better, I think. Stay nice and tight. There, that's a lot prettier. No big old gap. Perfect. Okay, so now with my scissors, I am gonna cut all these ends. And now usually you could just put your your scissors through there and cut all those loops. I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna go right in there and cut a nice straight line. Okay, clean all that up. So there is our tassel, which looks awesome. And now, I think I inhaled some. Oh, jeez. I think I inhaled some fluff. Ugh, dang. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so now I'm going to figure out which end I want my tassel to be on. Because what we're going to do is the chain 2 space at either end of our bookmark is where we're going to tie on at. So I could have it from this end or from this end. I like the green end better. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 strands and just run one of them through the, well, not that one, through the chain 2 space at the end of my bookmark. Go right in there. Just like that. Now, I like the length of this tassel, so I'm gonna lay it on there. I'm gonna show you guys. Where's my tape measure at now? No. So this one is a good 3 inches off the top of my bookmark. So I would like to mine to be relatively that same length. If it's not perfect, it's fine. So I'm just pulling it until it's roughly about 3 inches. Good enough. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that there, and I'm going to tie my 2 strands in a knot, but not moving the length of the thread from my tassel to the bookmark. These 2 strands, I don't want that length to be moved. So all I'm doing, like I just did, is pulling it to where my knot starts and then double knotting it. Keeping that nice and tight. Pull it tight so it does not come undone. So just like that. So now it's attached. So what I'm going to do is weave these ends through the top of my bookmark stitches on the back. So flip your bookmark over and get these, get these strands on my needle. And I want to go green through the green, which, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but since it's on the back, go through some strands and get to the legs of the doubles and go back and forth through those legs. Just like that. And cut. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the other strand. Bring it to the back. I'm going to weave that in. keeping it to the back of the stitch of the doubles. Okay, and there is our bookmark. It's very, very pretty. It's a little more pastel than I was expecting, but I like it. I'm going to trim some more of this and not inhale. And there we go. Ta-da! Here's my other one. I love them. Good deal. Okay. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. If you did, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what you guys think. I love these. I think these are so cute. And the thread is perfect for these. They're not too thick. They're flimsy. Very, very happy. Okay, guys. Check out the description box, too. I forgot to mention that. All right, I'm out of here. That's it. Talk to you in the next one. Bye.